Beyond.
Hey guys, welcome. I am joined with Miss Liz Ferris and Miss Oh No Nora on this
What's up?
really important monumentous day for so many second gens. Miss Oh No Nora on this really important monumentous day for so many second gens. Miss Oh No
Oh, you're not even going to believe this. I have another window up. I apologize. That's me. That is totally me,
hearing
everybody.
ourselves
I
in
apologize.
stereo.
I apologize. That's me.
Please
Oh,
stand
Sorry.
You're like the grandma of technology, and I love you so much.
It's like, what is that sound? I think I hear it like in echo.
I did, and I was like, oh, who is it? Is it me this time?
No, it's Liz. It's Liz. But that's okay. We don't have to be perfect at technology. We just have to talk about what happened
We're showing
to Mr. Masterson today. He got his just desserts. Even though his lawyers tried vigorously to get these sentences concurrent, no.
No.
He's going to have to serve 30 years, as Aaron so eloquently broke down, because he was sitting in the courtroom today. Thank God for that. But that he's going to not be eligible for the paroles until 30 years from now. So let's just break that down. That won't be until 2053. 2053. When Danny will be, because he's the same exact age as me. We were born in the same year, 1976. So we are both 47 years old. So 30 years from now, Danny and I will both be 77 years old. Yeah, that's real talk. So when Danny is 77, 2 years older than my mom currently is, when we have flying cars and like people are living on Mars and shit, and like, the world is really on fire, he'll be eligible to maybe, be part of that hellscape. Yeah.
I mean,
but he'll be registered as a sex offender
forever
for the rest of that time. Maybe, the remaining 5 years he has on planet Earth. That's,
Because let's be honest, for those of us that have family members that have done the nickels, the dimes, all that good stuff. And if anybody wanted to know what that meant, it's a nickel is 5 years, a dime is 10 years, just in case I'm not trying to confuse anybody. They're not treated very well. Like,
no.
I thought, when they put you in the brig was bad. Well, congratulations. You found a step above, surrounded by thousands of men that now know what you do to women. I hope
like sexual offenders there. They have a hierarchy in the prison
and that's
system.
the bottom. That's bottom.
Yeah,
that's right. Right there.
He's just above. Let's face it. He's just above a pedophile.
The kid.
Pedophile. That's it. He'd already have been shanked, and that would have been it. So he wasn't a pedophile. Yeah, that's a whole other podcast. But yeah, and I put in my descriptor as people are seeing live on my channel, this for me, and what we need to start talking about, and this will show how Scientology is going to play this, because Danny Masterson is 100% proof that Scientology does not work. Okay, because this trial put Scientology at the forefront. It put Scientology on display. Okay, because Scientology knew exactly what was going on with Danny. They got reports from these 3 Jane Does, because these women were all Scientologists. Okay, they were not just randos off the street. All right, they were, one of whom was his longtime girlfriend, but they were all Scientologists. They did the Scientology thing. They reported him as they were supposed to in the Scientology system. Okay, they played the Scientology game, and who ended up the loser in that Scientology game? They did.
Yeah,
for
not
years.
Danny.
They're the ones that sat on their face.
Decades even.
Decades.
Yeah. This has been a long time coming.
And they are just the only 3 that were brave enough to come forward,
Mhm.
report it, and then were willing to lose their Scientological life and career and livelihood and friendships and family to get justice. That's
To
it.
attempt it.
That's the
Yeah.
only difference between them and the other women
Who
who are out
were
there.
just quiet. Yeah. Who just stayed quiet because it was easier probably in a lot of ways for their bubble in
Or to hide.
Scientology.
Because let's be realistic, then they'd be
Yeah.
sitting in our shoes. You know,
Well,
they're
these 3
right up
women
there
are
with the
declared.
gay.
They're SPs.
Yeah,
Those 3
they're
women
right
are
there.
SPs. But this is what I'm saying. What is Scientology's next move in regards to
Mhm.
Danny? Because if they keep Danny in the fold, okay,
Mhm.
if they keep Danny in Scientology and they say, well, Danny's our boy, we love him, and these
Mhm.
women are just SPs, then they
Mhm.
have to admit the tech doesn't work because they
Exactly.
audited him, they checked him,
Mhm.
and did he change his behavior?
No,
No,
not a bit.
no.
And actually it
Right.
went on and seemed like it maybe got worse for some of the victims.
Exactly.
Because
So
why? He knew he was getting away with it.
boom. So they have to admit Scientology doesn't work because it doesn't. It didn't change his behavior. It didn't change anything he does. Or step 2, they have to say, well, Danny was an SP all along.
He
Mm.
And they
snuck
have to
by
wash their
us.
hands of him. They have to
Mhm.
wash their hands of him, declare him an SP, disconnect him from his wife, disconnect him from his daughter,
And his
disconnect him
family.
publicly from his entire family who sat there through the
Yeah.
whole fucking trial,
And acted like nothing was going on.
crying, alligator tears, intimidating these women, calling them names, doing all this stuff. So they only have 2 choices: either to say, we were total liars and supported this guy for decades, and he fooled us. He was an SP. Oh, these SPs, they're so tricky, tricky SPs, just like those guys on SPTV.
Mhm.
Oh, tricky, right? Or they keep him in and admit Scientology is a bag of lies
Mhm.
and it's all a bunch of nonsense.
Either
And we
way,
protect
they
celebrities.
lose. They
Either
like
way, they're
they
losers.
lose.
And
It
if
doesn't
people
matter.
inside the bubble don't understand that,
Mhm.
this has to be a breaking point. Like, I'm urging you, if you're sitting on the
Mhm.
fence, dear Osa, we know you're watching. Hi.
Hi,
Hey.
Hi, Laura's mom.
everybody.
Hi, everybody. Hi, Kristen.
You
Hi,
guys are you hungry?
Julian.
Would you like a pizza? I can have one delivered to you right now.
We
I'm
will
Right
just
we'll
saying
send
if
you
you're
now,
gifts,
hungry.
but
in the free
listen up.
world, we eat when we want.
Listen, I
Pizza.
had pizza from my local joint. It was fabulous, just for lunch because I felt like it, and I got my kid Chipotle because he went for 2 job interviews today and got 2 job offers because that's the world we live in. Because he was like, "I don't know, maybe I should go for more interviews." I was like, "Go for it, bud." Because that's choices. It's about choices. But
Beautiful.
listen up, OSA guys who are listening in, think about it. Either you've been delivering Scientology for decades to an SP who just is he's just so magically tricky, just like the Matrix, just dodging the tech, just dodging it, just okay. A guy doesn't name himself DJ Donkey Punch for no reason. Okay. A guy doesn't purposely drug women continuously so that
Repeatedly.
he can anally essay them on accident.
Oops.
Nope.
I hate when
No,
that
there's no
happens.
oopsie.
Okay. There's no accident about that. That is premeditated.
Mhm.
That is on purpose. It is
That's
in
thought
his
out.
ethics files. And I would love for his lawyers to do a retrial. You know why? Let's make all these ethics files public.
Public.
Let's make all the PC
Put him
files
on the
public.
record.
Let's put them on the record because it's
Mhm.
not going to go well. It's not gonna go well. You know why Bijou was in a crumpled little just like she couldn't even sit up straight today? Because listening to those statements from those other women
Mm.
out loud, she knows what she's been going through for years with this man. She's been doing the stand by your man thing for over a decade with this man. And I cannot even, honestly, guys, I cannot even imagine what her life is like because rumor, and this is a rumor, I'm not in that circle. But rumor has it she's also one of his victims. But she just ended up marrying him. And my words to Bijou and the fam, Bijou, divorce that man.
Run.
Go to a real therapist. Take your child. Fucking erase him from her life. Okay? Like, just escape. Okay?
Yeah.
And like, get some real help.
Give your kid a chance.
Give your kid a chance to heal from Scientology and from whatever the fuck has been going on in that house. Okay? Like, just go heal yourself. You have money. You have Philip's money. You have Masterson money.
Right.
Go away and heal. Okay?
And
Take
by
your
the way,
time.
you'll have tons
Don't
of
tell anybody
support.
about it. Yeah, just go heal. I don't care. You don't have to tell me about it. You don't have to tell anybody about it. Just Laura Prepon yourself away. Walk away. She will help you. There are talk to Katie Holmes. Talk to somebody. Go and heal yourself. Okay?
She's also
And
best friends
heal
with
your
the-
child. That's your responsibility right now. And
Right.
divorce that man. Just you don't need Alana or any of those guys. And if they're not going to walk away, if Chris and Alana and Jordan, they're not waking up, then fuck those guys because they were enablers. And Luke Watson and all those fucking assholes, they're all enablers too. Like that whole crew of people have all been enabling, Danny Masterson this entire time. And the rest of that 70s show, where the fuck are you right now? Laura Prepon and the rest of the crew, Topher Grace and all these other fucking guys. This is just
You knew
crickets.
what was happening. You knew what was
It's
happening.
just, you guys knew. You guys, Ashton and Mila and everybody else, you guys fucking saw some shit. I don't want to hear about, I don't know. Like, you guys went everywhere with this fucking guy. BS. You saw one thing one time. You did nothing. Okay, you're not Scientology. You didn't maybe, pull the people in and cover it up like a fucking church, but you fucking knew some shit and you did nothing about it. So you have
Where's
some
the humanity
accountability
in
in
that?
this.
Yeah, there's
Like,
culpability.
there's some culpability and you've said nothing. And I understand you've got
so many
like a
of them
whole
have
lot,
kids. That's the worst part. So many of them have kids. And let's be realistic. They're little girls. So at what point were you going to protect your child from him? You were willing to let other women go through it.
Yeah.
If these women hadn't stood forward, what's to say that he wouldn't have gone after their children? And what, you would have done nothing because it's Uncle Masterson? No.
Yeah.
No, I don't believe
it's
that
just,
for a second.
no, it's totally, absolutely, unacceptable.
Oh yeah.
It's completely, unacceptable how this was dealt with. I mean, from the church, from
Multiple
outside
angles.
people, from everybody,
From every angle, really.
And I know the church is freaking out right now. 100%.
Oh, they're losing it.
They're losing
rice and beans.
Rice and beans.
Rice and beans. No, because what is CC doing right now? They've got everyone
They're on
in the
lockdown.
lunch hall and nobody's moving. And they're going to be told what jobs to do, not to talk to anybody. If you see a picketer here, this is what I need you to do. They are fully getting ready for riots.
Now, let me ask you a question. Do you think they're going to Nicole Kidman, Danny Masterson?
Yeah.
Now, when I say that for the outside audience who doesn't know what I'm talking about, when Tom Cruise and Nicole Kidman were going through even before they officially got divorced, okay, when they were on the outs and we were trying to, not even when they were on the outs, when their relationship was super strong and Marty Rathbun was like trying to recover Tom Cruise, essentially. Like, I'll never forget the day that that Tommy Davis brought in this Vanity Fair article and he was like bragging because they used to, like, the president's office stat was like, their statistic was number of like LRH mentions in any news outlet, right? So Tom Cruise had been interviewed by Vanity Fair, and in the Vanity Fair article is all like dramatic, and the headline on the Vanity Fair article is like, if you want to know about Scientology, read a fucking book. And that was literally the quote that they like titled the thing. And Tom obviously had not read the article, Tommy. And so he was like, he's promoting LRH basic books. And then somebody who like read the whole article realized that he had like not mentioned L. Ron Hubbard or Scientology at all in the article and got combative with the interviewer when they asked him about Scientology. And that was his response. Like, basically, don't fucking ask me about Scientology. If you want to know about it,
Go
why
read
don't
it
you do some
yourself.
fucking research and read a book? Right. And so they ran this like awkward headline, but Tommy just read the headline and was like, yay.
Doing a little
He got in
dance.
so much trouble because he's like a fucking moron and is lazy. So at that time, you know, RTC did this whole thing and Marty went on mission and like started like drilling into Tom, doing like personal, you know, auditing of him and like all this bullshit. And at that same time, we basically at Celebrity Center got told, do not mention the name Nicole Kidman. Like, she just became a non-person. Like,
Non-entity.
she did not exist. We did not mention her. It was like as if she had never been a Scientologist. And this is right around like 99, 2000 time. It was just like, no, it was right, like eyes wide shut. Right. Like that whole time they were starting to pull away. Like she was like, I love you. Let's leave this bullshit. Right. She almost got him totally out of Scientology, to be 100% honest. That's how much in love with Nicole he was. And that's why when you hear him talk about Nicole, he refers to her still as Nick and things like that in interviews. There's still a lot of love he has there for her, which is why it's so odd to me what happened with their kids and stuff like that. And how celebratory, you know, like the divorce then got like, anyway, it's a whole thing.
Yeah.
So when I say,
Yeah, I'm
are they
gonna be
going to
like,
Nicole Kidman Danny? I think that's exactly what's going to happen. But
it's
what's
gonna be
going to
like
also
Voldemort.
end up exactly, but what's also going to end up happening, and what the rest of the Masterson clan doesn't realize, is that the rest of them are also going to be fucked at the drive-through. Just to quote one of my favorite movies of all time, Lethal Weapon, because the Masterson name will now be dead in Scientology. So Alana, Jordan, Chris, this is your warning. You guys better fucking change your names inside the Church of Scientology, because you ain't going to be welcome there, including your mommy and your daddy. Okay. Because y'all, you're fucking done in Scientology, because your brother done fucked it up literally and figuratively. All right. Done fucked too
Yep.
many women. You should have stopped him when you had a
Yeah.
chance.
You should have just tapped him out and been like, hey, you're done. You're done. Let's get this fixed.
People are not going to want to associate with Mastersons, and that's what's going to end up happening. And they're not going to understand that. Like, they're just going to get cut off. Like, it's just going to be, I mean, like, they fucking told Catherine Bell she was no longer a celebrity because pictures of her, you know, kissing a woman on the beach in Mexico hit the tabloids. They were like, you're not a celebrity anymore. You can't be in the president's office or in the celebrity courtroom. You have to go with the poors in the regular courtroom, your courses
Yeah.
with the poors. You're not a celeb. Like, she was on JAG, the #1 rated show on the planet at the time, but they're like, you're not a celebrity anymore. And she believed them.
Isn't that the wildest mind prison that there
That's
is?
how much Scientology has control over people. So if they tell Alana and Jordan and Chris, you're not a celebrity anymore, you can't sit with us, you can't be here.
Yeah, you
Fuck,
can't be at the table
you
anymore.
can do your courses online. You can do like write-in courses. They've told people that before. Like, you can do the fucking online courses and you can do write-in courses. Goodbye. You're not welcome in any Church of Scientology on the planet. You can do field auditing. That's what they'll get subjugated to. Like, poof.
Yeah.
And that's what's going to happen to them. They have no idea, and they'll secretly declare Danny. It won't be public.
It won't be public. That's what I think too. I think it'll be very
And
quiet.
if Bijou does not file for divorce, she's going to be declared.
Yep.
Because she's being handled right now. I guarantee you, she's being, you know,
Oh.
she's got a Sea Org member over her, probably someone from the president's office right now, telling her what that she needs to say, her next come out statement that she has to do.
Right. I was so curious because the person who was sitting, I read Tony's blog because he had like somebody there watching. I was so curious as to who the person was that she was crumpling in the lap of. That person didn't recognize her. But back in the day, that would have been, Rachel Feshbach, who's not in the Sea Org anymore. It would have been somebody like that who would have been like a Sea Org member, like you're saying, assigned to be like the friend, right?
Or a
So it
VP.
probably was, right. It probably was a Sea Org member, like somebody from the president's office or something like that, that was just assigned to be there to like hear everything that happened. They're writing a fucking big ass report about what happened today.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you right now, if she doesn't get like a name change for the kid back to her maiden name, Phillips, like that kid's never doing any Scientology either.
No. Which
I mean, that might be
that
the
a bad
best
thing?
thing. That might be the best thing.
The
Let's
kid
be
anyway.
honest. Let's be honest.
Yeah, let's be real, because
we're
our
all
childhood
here for that.
sucked. The only difference is like, so being like my family on my mom's side had money. I never wanted for anything. Needed for love and affection, needed band-aids a lot, and ice packs.
Yeah.
But never wanted for anything. So people would always go, "Oh, but you had money." Well, congratulations, I had Scientology as well. So no.
Very conditional love if and when it was given.
Yeah, only if you finish a course. Oh, and if don't get yourself suspended from school.
I can't click on the chat because I'm not in the master of the chats right now. But I want to address one of the comments that came up here, Elysia, if you can click on it from the Kegi here. They're saying, I think you're missing how powerful the Masterson family are in Scientology. I don't think it'll be that easy to drop them as you think. I do. Listen, I just want you to know, I know
They'll just kind of
firsthand
shush them to the side.
how powerful the Masterson clan is in Scientology. I had to work with almost all of them, including the matriarch on down. Liz and I are very aware of how powerful the Masterson clan is, but we've also seen entire families
destroyed,
just sent to online status when shit like this goes down. So the church only cares about your money to a point. Danny
then it
has
becomes a level of
single-handedly
embarrassment.
put Scientology on the record in a court case. The only way Scientology has gotten away with for years, for decades, since the 60s, saying they have won every court case that they have come up against, is because they have settled out of court every court case pretty much. And there's, I can count on one hand probably the cases they've actually won. Okay. They haven't. They've been defeated 95% of the time, including the Stanley Masterson case. And this is the most horrific case that they've been defeated in. And in the last decade, they have lost so much money and time. And now, in this particular case, Scientology itself, the scriptures, as it was referred to in this case, have been put on the record in this case. So it is devastating to them what happened in this case. And for that alone, Danny and his clan will be punished severely because they weren't able to get it removed. They weren't able to get an immediate retrial or get it dismissed or get it canceled and all these things that they tried. Even in the sentencing hearing today, they tried again to get the whole thing dismissed, couldn't get it dismissed. So this is going to be a punishment worthy of their crimes in Scientology, which are the highest crimes. They have brought so much shame. Yeah.
You can get away with a lot, but there's certain things like embarrassing Scientology you cannot get away from. Giving it a big giant boo-boo. Yeah, you just slit its throat. So realistically, your boy is proof that this doesn't work, that holding the cans does not work, that clearing the word does not work. Well, clearing the word does work. Please use a dictionary. It does help you with sentences. I'm just saying. Help me with the SATs. But in general, the shit don't work.
Yeah. No, it absolutely doesn't. What are children of Scientology? Somehow there has to be a way to hold Scientology accountable that they cause additional victims by enabling a predator, not helping him as promised. Meanwhile, profiting from all of it regardless. Absolutely.
Mhm.
Yes.
Absolute period. Absolutely. And this is what has to be emphasized. And that's what I'm saying. This is just this is going to be insane.
Yes.
And this is
It's the
why
beginning of a very
we're
big
talking about it.
unraveling.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is why we're
Yeah.
talking about it right now,
I think
because
that's the stage.
this is the stepping stone to
Mhm.
so many things. It's not just about like, yes, Danny's a celebrity and blah 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 blah. The reason why the case itself got attention is because Danny's a celebrity. Okay,
Mhm.
let's be 100% honest, right?
Mhm.
If Danny was just Joe Blow Scientologist who had committed these horrific acts, they would still be horrific. But the reason why the whole world is paying attention is because Danny was a pretty big celebrity in terms of television star. He was on one of the biggest shows on television. He's a noticeable person, right? And the fact that he was a Scientologist and he promoted that for many years, it wasn't a hidden fact. And then the church came to like be like, oh no 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 no, he's a good guy. And then during sentencing they're like, we have 50 people who are want to say how Danny is just such a great guy. Like, as Aaron pointed out, I would love to see these letters from these 50 people who are like, Danny's a swell fellow. Like,
How much you want to bet
li-
that they pulled Scientology? Like they
well,
pulled everyone from a course room one day and said, you know what, you can write
right?
this. Because
You know how many
if
times did we do that? How many times did we do that? Did we get students to write bullshit? I'm sure. And I want to know. I
or
want to know the
staff.
names of those 50 people. I want to know the names of the 50 people who wrote letters. I also want to know exactly what Danny did during 9/11 to raise money. And where did that money go
Hmm.
for all the firefighters? Where did the money go? They brought up all these points.
Yeah.
So let's now investigate, because you brought this up during Danny Masterson's sentencing. You opened the door
You
to
open the door again.
Scientology's money. You opened the door, lawyers. So all this fundraising that Danny Masterson did during 9/11 for these firefighters, what money did he raise? How much money did he raise? Where did the money go? Who exactly benefited from that? Wonderful
It
questions. It's just so many questions.
it,
I
it
have.
does. But so I do want to say something to anybody listening. I know we all have a variety of different opinions. But for me personally, I've gone through enough shit in my life. I really am not going to throw stones at someone. So if you can keep the comments a little better, I would appreciate it. Because
I'm missing some of these spicy comments that you're
I
referring
must
to.
be too. I must be too. I don't see them
no,
too.
you'll see them in a
Are we
set. You'll
talking
see them
about
in a little bit.
I just saw one
The
about
Tony
Tony. Are we
out.
talking about
Yeah,
some people don't like Tony? Well, here's the deal. And I'll
there's
make
one
this
right
very brief.
below it that I'm talking about.
Oh, I got you. I'll make it super brief. Okay. Tony had a representative in the courtroom today, and Tony Ortega, in my personal opinion, is good for one piece of journalism. And that is when he's covering things like this that take place in the courtroom, because he's an excellent transcriber of things, because he can type very, very fast. Okay. So when he's covering like court type things, he is accurate on what is happening moment by moment in a court case, which is useful to me, especially in a closed court session, because I'm not able to be there to hear the exact statements. So today, that was helpful to me, his blog, because it gave me the exact statements that were given by the Jane Does, which were very emotionally charged.
And very
Um,
important to hear.
and I bawled reading those. I sent a message of love to Aaron because he was sitting in the courtroom. Leah was sitting next to the Jane Does, the two Jane Does that were there in person. One was not there. Her statement was read by the DA. For that, I find his blog to be completely useful. For everything else, I've stated my personal opinion about that many times. Other people are free. This is America. You're free to read his blog or not read his blog. I have stated my opinion that I don't believe that second generation people should reach out to him, because I believe he has another agenda. If you want to reach out to me personally and discuss that on a one-on-one basis, we can do that. And that's the end of my soapbox on that matter.
Yeah,
Because
we all have a little bit of a soapbox.
we're focusing on Danny and what happened. Okay.
Yeah.
But that was where I was able to see the full statement, because nobody else put out the full statements of the Jane Does, because they were long, as they should be. They were allowed to say their full impact statement, which I really appreciated that the judge allowed them to do. It was amazing that she gave them just that time to, and of course she told the Janes to address her and to not, like,
Not look at
just
that. Yeah. Not look at
go
anybody
off
else.
on Danny.
Yeah.
But it was still amazing that they had that time to address the court,
Absolutely.
in that open forum. And it's just, yeah. Yeah, Dave is not having a good time with Leah's case. No. I mean,
No.
listen, it is not a good day to be David Miscavige either. Okay. The other DM. It's not a good day for Scientology, because they were hoping this was all going to go away. It was going to get swept under the rug, because that's what happens.
That's what's
Because
been happening. And now
that's
so
what's
many people
been
are not
happening.
putting up with it. And guess what? Now when we're getting fair gamed and harassed, we're filming them.
No.
We're talking about it when it happens.
Absolutely. I will say, on the Topher Grace, I saw him there. I've seen him there a couple times. The
With the
whole
court?
clique hung out there. No, the whole clique hung out at the in the
The bourgeois pig.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
all hung out at the
Oh,
Rose
at La
Garden.
Pobelle. I'm sorry, at La Pobelle. There's so many stupid names across the street from CC.
Yeah,
Sorry.
but they all hung out there, and we all saw them, so they were
Yeah.
friends. If there was a
Oh,
falling
yeah.
out, that's none of our business. But the thing about it is, falling out or not, no matter what it may have been, that means someone saw something. They hung out far too much. They were at on each other's hips. So realistically, go get therapy, and I bet you $10. I'll bet you
Start
$10
breaking
of
that
my own
down.
money that, guess what? Here you remember something, and you're about to feel like a giant ass. I'm
Yeah,
just saying.
But you
I
know
mean-
what? But you know what? That's part of growing up, is admitting when you were wrong, admitting when maybe you didn't say something, admitting when you didn't see something or say something at the same time it happened, and just owning that. Sometimes people don't know what to do, and we understand that because we're kind of trained and brought up to not say a lot of stuff, especially if it's about another good Scientologist. You can't, say anything about that.
Well, we're programmed to never speak ill of another Scientologist because it's a high crime.
It's very
You're
high crime, and there's
programmed.
no such thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
I do have
But
to
also,
say,
go ahead, Liz.
why we gotta always be on time together? So I saw a comment
You're
from
synced up.
It's the comedy. I saw a comment from Amy. Absolutely, justice has been served. And someone will think twice about giving them some money, because realistically, nobody's going to forget this moment. This moment was a huge step, and it's more moments to come. Because guess what? There's no us running out of stories, because I'm still alive. So as long as I'm still alive, I still got stuff going on. And
Oh man,
we'll keep exposing all of it.
Yeah.
We're not even through half of our childhoods. Like, that was like 4 days.
I know.
So,
And I forgot to send you this text, Elysia. I sent it to, the Liz's and a bunch. I got to put you in the text thread, but I just the Liz's. But I watched this morning, because I had like an hour and a half free time. I watched Scouts Honor, which is a new Netflix documentary about the Boy Scouts. Okay. And the whole sexual assault scandal, like, coming out now as a result of the bankruptcy and all this other stuff from the Boy Scouts of America. And it was heartbreaking, devastating, and everything else. And one thing that I thought was brilliant about this documentary that they covered, and it was so important, was, now they're saying, especially for men who are victims of SA, that it takes decades in normal circumstances, like as if any of this is normal,
Yeah.
for men to come forward
Mhm.
to report this.
And
And one of
acknowledge.
the people that was talking about it is she's been working with Congress. Oh, sorry, I keep hitting. I'm in another location, guys, because my wife's in a meeting. But they're working with Congress and states to
Mhm.
change the SA statute of limitations, right? Because there's a whole thing on this where there's like no statute of limitations for like money
Yeah.
laundering or murder or other
Right.
things. And this is what makes some of this case complex, right?
Mhm.
But California recently changed their statute of limitations on this. California, New York, and a couple other states. And in this case, what struck me about this Boy Scouts thing was it's very similar to Scientology in that they kept files, internal files dating
Mhm.
back to the 50s,
It was like,
60s,
the 50s,
all
yeah.
the way where they called them the perversion files. Right. Where they would like keep notes about like this scoutmaster and like everything that had happened. And then they would like mark that dude as like, we got to kick this guy out. And then what would happen is the guy would get kicked out of like, Maine town in Vermont.
Go
And
to
then he
another.
would just move towns and start up again. Right.
Yeah.
And just start the process all over again, being like a leader and then becoming a scoutmaster. And they had no denial process because there was no like central files situation where they were like, oh, hot dog, it's this guy again, because they had no requirement for applying, not
Mhm.
even taking
Mhm.
a driver's license or
Yep.
fingerprints
Yeah.
to find out a person's true identity or any other,
Mhm.
because it would cost too much money.
Yeah.
Okay. Like it's like the same thing getting into Scientology, right? It's just like, oh, you want to join? Bongo,
Yeah.
give us
Come on.
all your money, give us all your time, ba-da-ba-ba-ba-bum, confess your crimes. We don't care. Boop, boop, boop. And it's like,
It's
and
wild.
one guy that they got, um, at the time that they arrested him, like this guy who was a victim, he came forward and he got the guy arrested. When they arrested him, by the time they arrested him and he confessed, he had assaulted over 300 children. Okay,
Nope. That's a throat
300.
punch. That's a
And when they asked him why the Boy Scouts, his answer was because they made it so easy.
Mhm. It's sad.
They made it so easy. And it's like, I felt like in my soul, like I had to pause the movie for a moment. Like I cried so much watching this movie. And it was before the sentencing happened and everything. I'm watching this movie. And I
Oh,
thought to
it's a
myself,
lot of emotions.
it's the same thing that Scientology does for sexual predators.
Mhm.
They bring you in, you
They can fix
assault
you.
somebody,
Mhm.
they
Yeah, they
fix you.
can
You
Even
say,
get
if
rid
it,
of
"Oh,
your
I'm
sins.
sorry. I
yeah.
really," like if you watch the movie The Auditor with Jason Begay, okay, it's a perfect example of this. He's having all these problems. His buddies offload him on a planet. They're like, "Get the fuck off this spaceship," and he's like, "I don't know why they left me on this planet all by myself. I'm a good guy." And then he gets auditing, and then finally after getting off these like wimpy, stupid crimes, he's like, "Oh, I know why they did it, because I raped the captain's wife and he didn't like that. No wonder they kicked me off the ship. You know what she needs? She needs some auditing too." He
Mm.
doesn't apologize in the film for committing sexual assault. He doesn't realize, I'm an asshole. I'm a criminal. I deserved it. His realization is, I feel better, and the woman that I hurt should get some processing too. And then she'll feel better. Not I should like fucking do something to make it up to her. She should get some auditing. That'll make it better. Like,
Yeah.
what? That's the end result of Scientology. I tell you my crime, my weight is lifted. Woo. And then anybody I commit crimes against, just you go get some auditing now. You're going to feel better.
It's
What?
constantly passing the buck. It's no
Yeah.
responsibility taken. It's blame and shame. Everybody
But
else,
on this,
that's for them.
you also have to remember that when a woman
Yeah.
gets raped, not that sorry, we probably shouldn't have said that word. When the woman gets FA'd,
Yeah.
let's be real, it's her fault.
Always
100%
in
it's her
Scientology,
fault.
but in society too, let's be
And
honest.
she's gonna have to go into auditing, hold those bloody cans, and someone will say to her, "Okay, take me back to the beginning of the incident.
Yeah.
Take me back to
No,
the beginning of the
absolutely.
incident." And they're just gonna keep repeating it until finally she's gonna start feeling like the only way I'm gonna get this to stop is if I admit that I'm the cause. I caused
Right.
this. Because they'll keep drilling and keep drilling until she snaps and she can't move forward.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
That's what they do to the rape victims.
No, it's insane. It's absolutely insane, and it's yeah, it's completely nonsensical, and yeah. I mean, that's because they don't have any other solution except for to offer, their technology, which
It's
is
rinse and
doesn't
repeat.
work.
It doesn't work, but it's rinse and repeat because they're going to keep
I
getting that
love you.
as long as they can. We love you too.
No.
Tell her we love her.
That
what
was
we gotta
I was
do.
trying to mute myself and I forgot. But I love you guys. That was to my daughter.
But
we love her
because-
too.
I thought I hit.
We're family friendly around here.
right, I know. Before I do forget this, because I always tend to forget it because I'm always putting it. Hold on, I need to respond to that comment.
Oh, the last one. I'll put it up for you.
No, I meant the one that's on there now. Please hit subscribe. We all need the subscribers. If you can switch over to my channel and give me some hours, I'd appreciate it. I'm climbing. But please smash that like button for all three of us. Please, show some love, hit subscribe. But we have a lot of people that are here, but not subscribed. Okay, that's all I had to say there. Now, I remember being briefed at the fact that Nicole Kidman is an SP when I was on staff at AOLA 2001 to 2002.
Right, Cedar?
Yeah.
It wasn't
done at
just
Muster.
DC. It was everywhere. It was like you can't. Her name. Shoop. We don't talk about Bruno.
Don't talk about it. Yeah, right.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I like this one. I had to put this up. Yeah. And just for the FYI for clarification, Danny Masterson got life sentence today with the possibility of parole in 30 years.
Maybe he can
That
get out.
means-
Maybe
that
he'll
means
see
there's
might
not
the
even a
qualify.
sunshine.
He might qualify
until
is
he's
how it was explained to me.
77.
If he's good for the next 30 years and doesn't have some violent incidences or, join up with the wrong people or murder somebody or something stupid or, something crazy sauce. But yes, like Liz said, please like, subscribe,
I always
all of
try to
that
say it
stuff
like
to
you,
all
and
the
I always-
channels. It's just subscribe. I just say it
Subscribe.
ridiculous.
Subscribe.
She says
Subscribe. Well, you still can. It's a limited time offer. Buy
Limited
one,
time.
get two
Buy
free.
now.
I just want to know which ones are the BOGOs because I do like a good deal. Am I the deal? Or
Right.
is Nora the deal? Or is Liz the deal?
Subscribe now and get all of us for free.
Yeah.
Oh.
Right. Wait a minute.
Whoa. Who's paying for?
We're all married.
Who's paying? Whatever. Fuck it. Who cares? Can you imagine having this conversation in Scientology world? They don't even like the jokes about the gay.
Ooh, Goldie. Someone just asked, what was the question that they asked? It was, good bloody Lord. They're all going so fast. I need corrective lenses, people. Like the bottoms where they are different so I can read.
It's called progressives.
Yeah. I do have a
for
channel
old
now, Pembroke, right? Pembroke Love. I subbed Nora and daughters. Does Liv Liv? I can't even say my own name. Does
Bro,
Liv
you're Liz.
Did it again.
You can be Liv. Liv is kind of
Fine.
cute.
Does the gay have the channel now? Yes, I do.
Yes, you do. It's at Pokemon and Colts.
How cute is that? How much?
Right?
Because things
it's
that
PC.
are great. It's PC.
How much of a theta potato is that name?
That is the cutest thing ever.
It's
I've got
3
my
theta
ditto.
potatoes.
I've got my
Cute.
ditto.
This
Pikachu.
is from our mama Marilyn, who we love. Also,
We love Marilyn.
Marilyn, we love you.
We
Aw,
give all
Lars
the-
in the chat.
What's up, girl? Over
Laura?
to Nichols.
Oh, baby, it's gonna be long for all that.
Yeah.
We're not writing them down. No more.
No, I'm good.
Do you know what's
Nor
really
will I
sad?
live. Nor will I live
Serge
like a
is
Sea Org
always
member again.
I I love me some Surge. I think if Surge could have, I mean, I'm so glad Surge is here with us on YouTube's,
Oh my gosh,
but if
seriously.
Surge could have his own like TV Oprah empire, I vote for
Watch it
that.
all day, every day.
I'm not really. So I will say this only because I love Serge. Like, we'll just call him Del Mar. Del Mar
Yeah.
is a beautiful man. Like, I'm like,
Right?
wow, you've got the prettiest lashes ever. Like,
Mhm.
you got pretty eyes. You're a pretty
Yeah.
man. Like, I'm not like into you
I
like
told you,
that.
and
But
he
I'm just
smells
saying,
good.
you're pretty.
Wait, that might be
And the
weird. His home
personalities.
smells good. We went to his home in LA. Oh my god, so cute. So
Yeah.
cute. It's the cutest. He's the sweetest too. He cooked for us.
Right. That's why
I
Laura
am
was
not
saying
writing my
overtime was
overs in
right up,
myself.
right up your overtime.
Sorry.
Yeah, no,
Let me just do that for a little bit because I probably have like if anybody knew my prescription, they would probably just die laughing.
oh, I have a terrible prescription. I did try to cure my eyesight once in the Sea Org with like a process that somebody gave me once, and then the two guys from I can't remember what country in Africa they were from made me a tincture once, also to try and cure my eyesight. I can't remember where they were from, but they gave me a tincture. Neither of those things works, but I did try to like do a process in Scientology and then I just walked around with no glasses for 2 years until I went to the RPF and I was like, I can't see. Can someone get me glasses? Thank you. And then I got glasses on the RPF.
My mom ate me. My mom made me go across the street from AOLA. There used to be like this smoothie place,
Oh man, that
and
place was
she would
good.
get me a carrot smoothie so that it would
Right?
help
For your
my
eyes.
eyes.
Your eyesight.
And I'm sitting there like trying to swallow this down, and every sip's like, oh my God, carrot smoothie. No, you know what should be a smoothie? Ice cream. You know what should be a
Yeah.
smoothie? Like bananas, eggs, and orange juice.
Eggs.
Yeah. Oh, protein. I swam.
There was
Protein.
a girl,
Okay.
there was a lady on the RPF who ate so many carrots every day, her skin turned orange. For real.
Yeah.
I'm not
It's
joking.
not good. That's like not a
No,
good thing,
that's
guys.
too
Like
that's
so
too
hold on,
many.
is there
All the
brown carrots?
niacin, it's not good.
I
Huh?
just want to know is there brown carrots? Like
I
a
don't think
little bit
No,
of
there's
tan?
purple
Maybe I
carrots.
should be
Yeah, I
eating.
say
There's
there's
purple carrots, there's
Because
yellow
think about it, I
carrots.
get tan. Oh, I could tan if there's a brown
If you're
carrot.
like, just eat so many brown carrots. No, don't do
Liz,
that.
I will send you some self tanner. Okay. I way over shopped online during COVID when I was hella depressed and going through my decompression of like Scientology and life. Way over shopped. So
Yeah.
I
So you
got
just have like you
I'm
have your
sure
own self-tanning
See,
shop in the garage now?
I'm also
I've
scared to
got
do the
all of it.
self-tanning. Carrie
got
says
all of
it's
it.
super easy, but I'm so scared I'm gonna zebra myself and be like, so
Don't
what are
do
you
it.
today? I'm all
Whatever I
I'm a
want to be.
checkerboard.
Yeah. You want to play me? I'm chess. Come on, baby. Is that too much?
No.
Is that too
No.
forthcoming? I don't
So
know.
you
I
guys,
just
we have
always,
to temper all this serious stuff with some laughter because it's our brains break.
and our
Yeah.
Our
hearts.
brains
Let's
start breaking because
You
I
know,
I,
this has
I
been
can't
going on
speak
and
for
off
the
for a
other
long
two
time.
beautiful ladies here. I am a personal survivor of SA.
Ditto.
So we're all raising our hands
Feel
here.
free.
Hi, welcome to the SA Survivors Club. Hello, welcome to our TikTok. Welcome to our
Yeah.
TED Talk. So this is justice. These brave ladies who came forward. I think that's also why this case is significant. I just want to say that as well.
Absolutely.
I think we all felt a very strong sisterhood in the Me Too movement, where people were free to, say, "Hey, me too." And I have yet, just in this moment, I'm yet to find a woman that I know personally that isn't a survivor in some respect as well,
Or knows a survivor. So
or
it's
knows a
either
survivor.
we're either all survivors or
Mhm.
someone that it's happened to. And so that makes you a survivor because
Yeah.
you know someone.
Yeah.
We're all
And that's
family.
why this, this victory today is even
Huge.
more significant, not just for the Scientological aspect of it, but it
For women.
shows that for all women out there, and all SA survivors, please, your voice is important. When something like this happens to you, you can get justice. You can be heard. you can see it through to the end, and you can be on the right side of history, and people will believe you. There are good people out there that will help you, that will get your perpetrator put away. And so don't give up hope. Don't think that you're not worth it, that no one is going to believe you, that it wasn't real. Don't be gaslit into
It's in your head.
silence. Don't let that stop you from living your full, awesome, beautiful life. These women's strength is a testament to what so many of us go through every day. And I'm so proud of all of them for just being here to tell their story.
Yeah.
And continuing on and making it through this trial. And some of them
With so much
continuing on
grace.
into this next, phase. But, if you're out there and you're a survivor, and even if it has nothing to do with Scientology, you're worth it. You're worth it to get justice in your own right. Don't ever think that you're not important because you're not a celebrity, or your abuser is your boss or a family member or a trusted member of a clergy or anything else. It doesn't make it less significant or wrong or anything else. Okay, you matter. You matter, and you
Yeah.
should get justice for that. Always.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Because I know those of us that were Sea Org, we know people that it happened to. We all heard the stories,
Yeah.
and it's not that easy because some of us have been through it, and I promise you, it's not. There's no sexy in that. That traumatizes
Yeah.
you to the point of, let's
Yeah.
just be real. It hurts. It bloody hurts.
Yeah. And Goldie was pointing out earlier that we can get your Save Bob Ferris merch now, Liz, in your shop, which is live. Everybody, is that true?
I I don't know what you're talking about. I don't have any merch yet.
Oh.
What?
I don't have, the merch, if you're talking about from my dad, as far as I knew, it was just on,
Is it blown for good still?
yeah, Blown for
Still
Good. I
there?
haven't added
Okay.
anything. But the stuff that I am sending you,
Oh,
I am having someone is helping me
special
with
made.
a special surprise.
Oh,
And
I'm
yes,
sorry,
there'll
Gold.
be some.
I misread Goldie's message, but please get your thank you guys for your hugs and everything else in the messages here. But please go get your Save Bob Ferris merch, because we're still, guys, we're talking about Danny today, but we're still listen,
working on my dad.
we're still working on Liz's dad
We still
and
hold
everybody
hope.
else. Like
Yeah.
I say, I mean, we're talking about Bob all the time because we are concentrated on, we're focused on Bob. But as I've
We
said
do
many
have some
times,
great ideas coming up,
you know,
and
yeah,
yeah.
it's gonna get
So,
wild, guys. Things are gonna get wild. Oh, so listen up. It's gonna get wild.
yeah,
Be
take a
prepared.
seat.
You better get some new smear tactics, because honestly,
I know, right?
Y'all, here's the
I
deal.
mean,
Here's the deal. I'm not worried. I'm not upset. I'm not meme away. Meme away, meme away, meme away, meme away, meme away. In the
in the
jungle, a
jungle, the
mighty
mighty
jungle.
jungle,
it's
the
wild.
lions
It's the
feast
SP jungle tonight, baby.
Yeah, because here's the deal. We're hashtag winning. Um, and I don't really give it a flying fushnicked what is going on other stuff, because my life is great. I have a beautiful wife. I have a beautiful life. And I have great friends. And
You
so
did
I'm
that.
really unconcerned with whatever, that's my personal thing. I don't really care. You want to create memes, whatever. That's, and if other things need to happen, obviously the legal system is working for us. So great
So
news.
Yeah.
Keep
Because you know
showing
why
your
the legal
ass.
system shows for us? Because we have the truth behind us. We have
Yeah.
all the receipts, all the scars. We have
Yeah.
everything. We know what it was like down there. I know what it was like in CC Network. You know, let me tell
Yeah.
you, I have the receipts. I know what it's like on deck. You know the RPF. We have all the
Yeah.
receipts. We know what we've been through, and you know our therapist does too. Because you know
Because
we
we
got
go
to
to
get through
therapy,
some of
guys.
that shit.
I mean, and the problem with Scientology is they're like a one-stoppy shoppy. They think they are anyway of like help, and there are no stoppy shoppy. The shelves are empty. It's the emperor's new clothes. There's nothing going on there. It's just poop. It's just zero. And it's just yeah. It's really nothing going on. So again, hi Kristen, hi Julian, okay, hi Osa, hi Lara's mom, hi everybody. It just in case you guys got tired and you needed, you guys have been up for a long time. I know this Danny thing has got you guys on like 72-hour shifts here. Okay, I just want to remind you, okay, just real gently, okay. Most of you guys are in California. Okay. So California state law is an at will state. You guys can leave anytime you want. I know you guys probably don't know what that means. Some of you guys have been working there since the 70s. Okay. Julian, you came here from Florida. So fair, you guys, Florida. Honey, I just want to let you know, Julian, baby Julian, I know you're 6'3", but you're still a baby. It means you can leave anytime you want. Okay. Don't
Breath.
love your dingy blue shirt. Just look down at yourself. Just look down. Look down at your uniform that's sad, that you have to send to the dry cleaners all the time, that it doesn't
You
smell
have to
very
have
good. It's chemicals,
repaired.
you know, it's not good. You're sitting in a broken down chair in a sad little cubicle watching these videos, listening to us. And where am I? I'm in a beautiful house that I bought by myself
Freedom,
with my wife.
freedom,
Freedom. I
freedom.
get to go wherever I want, whenever the fuck I choose, guys, in my multiple cars, okay? Because I bought them because I felt like it. And I get to have whatever I want whenever I want it because I have money that I made myself. And
Mhm.
so do both of these beautiful ladies because we have the freedom to do whatever we want and believe whatever we want and talk to whoever we want and do all the things that we want. So all I'm saying to you is if you want to continue believing L. Ron Hubbard and Scientology, that is your choice also. However, you can have the freedom to do that outside of those walls and go to sleep whenever you want
Whatever you want.
and then do whatever's been burning in that heart that's left of
Yeah.
yours, that
Have a
teeny
hobby.
tiny heart that's left. Um, you could do that. That one thing that you were told, that's not really, the greatest good for the greatest
Not the
number of
greatest good,
dynamics,
yeah.
right? When you were on the LOC course that you begged and you finally got on, and that you found your true purpose, and they were like, "That's not your true purpose because you have this post and you have to stay on this post," and so you had to redo that part and work your true purpose into the post you're on. That kind of crushed your soul a little bit because you were like so VGIs. You were so stoked because you really found your true purpose. That thing, remember that? You should go do that
Revive it.
instead of
Bring it
this.
back. Yeah.
Bring it back. Bring back that
Listen,
light.
we're taking back any
Let's
and everything.
let's bring
Love,
it back.
freedom of speech,
And
choices,
just bring some love
clothes,
because
perfume. I'm not giving it
yeah.
up. I'm sorry.
No,
Here's the
no.
deal.
Y'all can
I
go scream
truly
somewhere else.
believe,
I'm not doing
and
it.
this is the Pollyanna inside of me. I truly believe that inside of every Sea Org member, inside of every Scientologist, there exists a good person. There exists a good
Absolutely.
person that had the true purpose to help
To help. I agree.
mankind, to help themselves, to help other people. And that's why we all were down with Scientology because that's what we believe we were doing.
Yeah.
We believe we were helping all mankind. And that help is genuine. It's not like I'm help, like it's a real thing. We all believed that 100%. And that was the biggest thing that crushed me when I left is that I helped nobody.
Yeah.
Like I didn't
And you
help
lose
mankind.
yourself in the process.
Exactly. And if you guys really want to help people, leave. And you
Yeah.
can get a job that really helps. Become an
We can get a
EMT.
job at a food kitchen. Guess what?
Get
People got to eat.
so many jobs.
You know,
So
and,
many,
and you know what the most amazing
so
thing
many.
is? You'll make more than
Even 2
$50
jobs.
in 1 week. You'll
You
make
could
more.
make
Just
that
like,
in a day or
And
2, depending
for
on
a
where you
and look at these
quarter of
guys.
your
He just
actual
got 2
day.
job
2.
offers today, and he's 17. You guys, I'm telling you, the job market right now
Do
is
it.
hot. You guys have so many transferable skills. I'm going to say it again. So many transferable skills in the real world. We can help you write a resume. I mean, guys, I'm telling you, just walk
Yeah.
out the door. Nothing will happen.
Yeah.
Nothing. Just keep walking.
Yeah.
Don't talk to anybody. La 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 la, and
Mhm.
just keep going. It's like magic. Okay. We call that Aftermath Foundation number. Okay. And somebody will pick up and we will fucking help you out, man. I promise
Absolutely.
you. Even
There's
you,
literally
Julian.
a whole
Even you.
crew of people that would
We'll
be
help you
willing
out.
to. So many.
We'll
Because
help you out.
See,
most of us are actually pretty nice,
Little
pretty
bits.
genuinely cool people. We might be a little bit fucking weird, but we're cool. And we're nice. and we meet
I'm
them.
gonna have to decline on
Oh,
Richardson.
oh,
I didn't.
Nora,
Well,
I'm gonna pass that
James.
on to you because
Okay.
Richardson,
Well,
you did some very bad things
Jimmy,
to me.
if James Richardson is watching, because his 2 favorite ladies are on together, because he just can't get enough of us. Hi, James.
Hi,
Guess
buddy.
what? We're
Remember
still
me?
gay.
Remember you and your blue Bronco? Oh, I'm
Hey,
so
we're still gay,
excited.
James.
She's
Couldn't get
Christmas
it out of
park.
us.
hold the
We're so
cans.
scary to James. We're so butch. We're so much more butch than he is. That's why we scare him.
That's
Yeah.
probably why.
I don't know. That's
Yeah.
probably why. I mean, but hey, James, listen, you want to sit down and have a convo? Let's do it. Let's do it, James. I will
Absolutely.
gladly. But listen, let's all have a conversation. I think that would solve so many problems.
So many.
Yeah,
But they
let's
would have to be willing to listen and to actually be willing to believe that you're not
let's
just
do it.
some SP that's just lying because you're trying to get them. I mean, listen, if we're all on this prison planet together, let's make the best of it in this little meat body that we got, huh?
Right?
Shake it up, guys.
Yeah, I'm good.
I'm sincere when I say I'm willing to have a conversation with anyone. I'm fully come and talk. Let's do it. Let's do it live. Let's chit chat it out. I don't, and listen, you guys know I don't give a shit about swear words. You want to swear? You want to curse a little? I don't give a fuck. Do it. You want
That's
to,
one thing about
yell
most
it out
of
a little
us.
bit? I'll be
Let me see
patient.
what's
You can yell for a little bit, but you also got to let me talk and we can talk it out. We can do a thing.
Can
But
I message if they're yelling at you? Can I message and be like, that is inappropriate. I'm going to need you to get your TRs in.
Here's what I would do if there was a hostile person, and this is my proposal. My proposal is if it's a hostile environment, I would literally turn off the comments because I don't want the comments to interfere. I would just want a one-on-one live. People could watch. I wouldn't turn off the ability for people to watch. I would still want it to be live, but I wouldn't want any comments because I don't want a peanut gallery situation where one person's group is screaming and the other person's group is screaming. I would just want the ability to be I'm just talking to you right now. I'm not talking to the comment section, right? And then at the end of that, maybe turn on comments and then answer questions. But prior to that, I would just that's how I would handle somebody who I was considering this person is very upset or they're actually know my friend, let's say. But I think that might be productive because then we could have a real one-on-one because it's Oprah never interviewed somebody who was hostile and then let's have the audience shout shit at me while I'm interviewing this person.
It's not gonna get better.
Right. You just do the questions and then maybe you take audience questions at the end. Do you know what I mean? I think that's more productive.
Absolutely. And now I do want to say one thing, because this is such a monumental day. They are going to double down on all of us. So you're going to see a lot more nasty things in the comment. They're going to try to hit our buttons. They're going to try to just belittle every ounce of everything that I have, as well as Nora E. I love your name, but
I'm glad you like it. I picked it out in utero.
I know, right? But they're going to come after us all hard. They'll come after V. And
Always.
it's just basically
Just
what's
watch
going
the
on.
cycle. Watch the cycle.
Yeah,
You speak
it's gonna be a
out,
cycle
you're
that'll
harassed
repeat.
viciously.
So what I'm gonna say is just simple. I have one secret. I have one secret that I really didn't want to come out, but in talking to my therapist and my beautiful, beautiful partner, I'm just gonna say it now because it makes it easier because then they can't come after me for it.
Okay, we're holding your
So,
hand. We're holding
all right.
hands.
So
We're making
when
fists.
when I was a child, I got SA'd. Not only did I get SA'd, I got pregnant. So as for my secret, I had the baby and gave him up for adoption. I was a child. And so if they want to come after me or they want to use that piece of information, I'm just letting you guys know that is what happened. I was not even 18 years old when this happened, and I did not have a high school diploma at the time. So it was one of those things where you just have to do what you need to do. So that is my secret that I did not want to come out. No, I don't need to mention who adopted him or her. I don't need to expose any of that information or what happened. But I'm just letting you guys know that is the big secret that is in my folder.
Thank you for feeling safe enough to share.
Absolutely. Because
Because you didn't
that's
have to
mine.
tell anybody any of that. I mean, I'm proud of you
Yeah.
right now
But if they
for
come after it, that's one button.
I'm very verklempt right now, but like I'm so proud of you for sharing that with everybody. And I love you so much. And you are amazing and strong and beautiful and
Resilient.
If
kind.
you make me cry right
And
now, I might drive
Intelligent.
to Oregon and throat punch you,
you
or I'm
can
gonna
drive
send
here.
Carrie
I love
there
you.
and
But
carry
listen
on
to
you.
me. Listen to me, you big butch beautiful woman. You are amazing, and you have nothing to be ashamed of, and you have nothing to feel less or down or like even
Oh, I know it was the
worried
best
about.
decision now, but at the same
Of course,
time,
listen to me. There's no there's no shame. None of that was your fault. None of what happened later was your fault, and you are amazing. Okay. And the fact that you thought that that was something that was going to be weaponized
would
against
that have
you
been weaponized?
shows
It could
the
have.
horrific
Yeah.
shows the horrific nature of this cult that we are speaking out against, that they would take a sexual assault of a child and someone who was, forced into a situation of, giving birth and giving up that child, um, into a
Something
leverage
salacious
over
and to use
you.
against you.
Yeah,
Right.
because I
To make
that's
you
the
look
one
like a
big
bad
thing.
person, to make you look somehow less or wrong or bad or, label you anything other than courageous and strong and resilient. They can
A
go fuck
badass.
themselves and they can see me in the parking lot because I've got both my earrings off. Okay.
Ooh, I don't even
Like,
wear my earrings anymore,
Oh,
so
I'm
we're
pretty sure
ready.
if they came after me, they'd have to get through the Cariati, but
yeah, they'd
I
have to
just
get
figured
through
it's
Cariati too.
much easier to just out that
I know.
particular part, and then they can't use it against me. So now you all know.
Well, I just want you to know how many people are
And
showing you
yes,
love.
well, I appreciate it. Now, Nora, you made my eyes leak.
Me
Not okay
I
too.
with
know.
you.
I know.
We don't
But
like
I
to
love
do
you.
that.
I'm really good at not leaking, and now you have my eyes leaking.
I know.
We're good at not leaking, and then sometimes it just, yeah, we thought we got most of our crying out from the sentencing and reading some of the
Yeah.
impact statements earlier, and we were trying to.
No. Today isn't well, listen,
We were
as we said
trying.
earlier,
Today's the day just to open
it's
up
the essay TED
and be
Talk Club,
vulnerable.
and it's an emotional day.
Yeah.
I mean, I have to go in a second here because my dogs have to get washed, and I have to
Yeah.
drive to a place to do that.
Yeah.
But, priorities.
Absolutely.
The
We
dogs
all
are
we all
getting
had to
washed,
come out.
and
As
Danny's going to jail for the rest of his life,
so,
bitch.
your dogs will be probably cleaner than he is, even before they get
Hey-o.
washed. Just saying.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
also, are your dogs SPs like Aaron's? They have to be.
Well,
Have they been
I
declared?
guess now, I mean, I just adopted one of them. She's just a
Nope.
puppy, so
Doesn't matter.
You
Member
got
of your
to,
family.
you've got to.
You gotta
Charlie, are
check
you
it.
an FP?
We want to see them suppressive pups.
She's Charlie, come here. Come here, Charlie girl.
The suppressive pups around here.
This is
I sweat.
this
Yep,
is the
that's
new
what she
puppy,
calls it.
Charlie.
Oh, hi, sweet angel. What a good puppers. Look at her. She's so shy on the camera. Oh,
She's like, I don't know what to do. Show me
Yes,
love.
it's like,
Show me
are
love.
they
girl.
talking to me?
She just woke up, though.
Oh, she's
Hi,
getting those
baby
puppy
girl.
sleeps and that tail's wagging.
Yes.
So
Mhm.
if we are getting ready to go, thank you for listening to my secret. Thank you for listening to us talk.
Thanks for hanging with us, and we hope
Absolutely.
everybody processes this huge day and take all the time that they need to read the victim impact statements, and
Yeah.
make sure you're holding space for yourself too, because it's a lot to process for so many of us. It's a victory, but it is bittersweet. Because how sad is it to think that maybe if Danny wasn't raised in Scientology, he wouldn't be the
He wouldn't
monster
have
he
been
turned
what
out
he
to
did.
be?
Who knows?
Possibly. I mean, I
gonna go with
kind of
yes.
think he wouldn't have been that bad, but that's just my.
I think he would have been caught and put away sooner.
Yeah.
I think so too, but I don't
Because
think
he
it
would
would
have
have
been protected
escalated.
by he would have been protected by, that
The
machine.
president's
But
office.
yeah.
Yeah, make sure you guys find your joy today and every day.
Yep.
because that's
Smash
my
Yes.
that like
here.
button. Hit subscribe. Enjoy the rest of your day. Have a glass
Thanks
of
for
wine if you
hanging.
want to do it.
Go pet
You
a
know,
pupper,
yeah.
especially
Yes,
a suppressive pupper.
Thanks for hailing. Hey, just for
Yes.
hanging with us. Sorry, my pinkies are up. They don't want to touch very well.
Oh,
She's doing a
oh.
British heart.
So, pinkies up. I want some tea and crumpets. I don't like you right now.
Go get it.
I'm
You're
about
free
to.
to do what you want, Liz. That's the beauty of this.
That's right.
All
You
right.
can do anything
You're
you
in
want.
control.
Subscribe, eh?
Thanks for hanging, guys. Bye. We'll see you next time.
Bye.